Learning to sing is just like doing any degree. That's how hard it is. If you want to study to be an accountant, a lawyer, a doctor, a dentist, an engineer, an electrician, whatever it is you want to study to do, singing falls in the same category. You remember when you had to learn how to drive, or if maybe you haven't learned how to drive yet, but you have to do a minimum number of hours before you can get your license. You have to do maybe, I think, 100 or 150 hours of driving logged of practicing. And you have to have read the book and that kind of thing. But yeah, the practicing is the main part. Singing is the same. You got to think, if you want to learn to sing, it's like doing a degree. It's like doing a course at college for a few years. It's not something that you learn in a couple of weeks. It's not something you can buy a program and nail it down in like 2 months or something like that. What do I mean by singing, learning to sing? I mean singing beautifully. I mean singing as good as the artists that you listen to, as good as all the pop artists that you listen to, or even possibly as good as the best singers in the world. How to get your voice closer to their level or to their level takes years of study. Now, how many years? It depends for every person. How much help do you need from a teacher? It depends on every person where you're at. Everyone's got a different natural level. But the main point is that it takes a lot of study, just like a degree. So if ever anyone's done a degree, it's kind of like school where you go every day and you learn and then you do some homework and that kind of stuff. It's kind of like that, but it's a bit sort of they leave you, it's your own responsibility. They don't chase you up. If you don't do it, you fail. So what I propose is that if you want to learn to sing, you have to make your mindset so to think that, okay, I need to learn and I need to practice. And I need to do those things for many months, if not years. Okay? I've designed a program which isn't the same for everyone. It's a program which teaches the elements of singing. But what I've done is I customize the program to the person's needs. Because when you buy a program, the problem is the program has different levels in it, but it's still not customized to where you're exactly at and what you might be weak at. And it's hard to know what you're weak at when you just buy a program. So what I propose is at least something like a year of learning. Okay, so I say a 1 year singing degree, I call it. Go on to rnbsinginglessons.com and you can see more info about it. But I'm pretty much going to talk about it here. What I propose is that you do a 1 year degree, which would be, say, 40 weeks. Okay, give time for holidays, sick days, and breaks and that kind of stuff. 40 weeks, it would be a total of 40 hours of education. And in that education, you won't just be listening to me talk about what singing is. That'll be barely any part of it. It'll all be practical singing. I'll make you sing. I'll ask you to sing. And you'll be singing what you want to sing. Songs, what you want to sing. And then I will show you how to make those songs better. I'll fix your weak spots by telling you this is the weak spot. We're going to work on that weak spot. This is what that weak spot is called. It could be vibrato, it could be runs, it could be pitch, it could be lyrics, it could be pronunciation, it could be volume, whatever it is. And we'll work on that weak spot until it becomes easier and easier and easier and easier, and you become a natural at it. Okay, it will train you to become a natural at it. Just like you have to do many hours of driving before you become a natural, and you can drive while listening to music and having a conversation on your Bluetooth phone or whatever, and it's easy for you to do that because you've done that training in the beginning. Singing is the same. I'll train you to sing in a way that it becomes easier for you. It's not easy to learn. It's hard when you're learning. It's challenging, but the goal is to get to a point where things become easier, and then you learn harder and harder songs or harder parts of songs. And that's kind of how it works. So you do, say, 40 hours of education, and I mean, it's the same as if you just came and got lessons week by week. It's exactly the same. It's no different, the format. It's just one-on-one Skype video call lesson. The only thing is it's the mindset change, okay? I'm not trying to trick you sales so you can buy a big chunk of lessons. I'm saying $1,500 Australian for 40 lessons. It's not to trick you so you can buy it. You can pay it off slowly. It's more so that your mindset is changed so that you're aware that it takes a significant amount of hours of learning and repetition practice in the lessons to get really good. You can't buy it 5 weeks and you're crazy different. It's not going to work like that. 1 year, you will be crazy different. If you go and do a course for accounting and you do you do the assignments and you spend the hours that they tell you, I think they expect you to do 5 to 10 hours a week when you do a subject in university. If you do those hours, you are going to be in the high zone of accountants. And if you do half of what they recommend, you're going to be in the lower zone, depending how naturally smart you are. Same with singing. You got to spend those hours. And what are the hours? They're not just doing anything. They're specific things that make your voice get better. They're the things that make you build your weak spots for what you want to sing. Okay, they're not random scales, arpeggios, and exercises like that. That do work. They do make your voice go higher and stay in tune and that kind of stuff and help your breathing. But they're not specific to your songs. What you want to do is you want to work on something specific to you. You want to work specifically on the songs you want to learn. And that's what I specialize in, okay? So you can do Skype lessons with me and I can show you how to do it. I want you to think of it. Singing is like a degree. You want to learn to sing, you got to put in that time. You don't have to quit your job to do the degree. It's a part-time kind of a study. Okay, you can do it on the side. You only need to practice about 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day, something like that, to make amazing progress. Okay, that's not a lot of time. 20, 30 minutes a day. It's not really that much. Okay, I hope I helped you guys understand that you need to think of singing like a degree if you want to learn how to sing. Okay, see you next time.